here we are, day 3 of the Magnolia flower. This is the Magnolia Ashei. It's also referred to as a subspecies of Magnolia macrophylla, which is the big leaf magnolia. So this one is found in a pretty small area in the Florida Panhandle. Talked about this tree before, and it doesn't grow as big as the regular macrophylla. It only gets about half the size, 20 feet or so. And because of that, also the leaves are a bit smaller. On the regular Magnolia macrophylla, I believe the leaves can get to about 3 feet, whereas these ones, I think on this tree, up to 2. These are probably 18 inches. But this one flowers at a very young age. When it was a small tree, it still is a small tree, but it flowered at a small size, and it is very fragrant. You can smell it from many feet away. Just a real nice lemony scent. There's another one there that's just starting to open, so that one's got about 2 days before it's gone. Got this little one right here, and tough for me to see up on the top. Actually, I don't think there's any up there. So it looks like I'm getting 3 this year, which is about the most I've had. I think the most I had before this was 2. But really cool tree. Quite hardy, actually. And you want to protect it from the wind. I've had some late hailstorms when the new leaves were coming out, and they took damage. And that kind of sucks, because once they're damaged, they can't repair themselves. But fuzzy underside to them. Just a really neat tree. Overall height, maybe 10 feet now, something like that. Still relatively small trunk. You can see it's put out a new growth point there, but just such a cool tree. Just impressive looking. So this is your somewhat of a banana replacement. For those growing in northern zones, this has to be hardy to at least 6. I grew regular macrophylla in zone 5. So I'll take a look, see what I can find on this one and post it in the comments, but you definitely want to try this. So I've had this, I wouldn't be surprised if it's been here about 4 or 5, at least 4 years, maybe 5. Went in as, maybe a couple feet tall. But we don't get any summer rain here. So it does okay. If I live somewhere on the east, I'm sure that this would be much larger than the one you're looking at right now, but still very cool. Like when you see your hand in comparison, it's amazing stuff. So that is definitely one I would recommend for anyone to try, especially if you have a smaller space. I know someone who has a large one, the regular macrophylla, and it's got to be 30 feet or so, and wow, it is an impressive tree. But in the fall, when these leaves go, they fall at that size. Somewhat easy to pick up, but if you have a big tree, that's a lot of big leaves. But anyway, there's definitely one I would highly recommend to anyone who wants to grow some tropical style plants.